Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a room full of people telling a story and you realize halfway through nobody's paying attention? Feels like you're talking to a wall, right? Their eyes glaze over. They start checking their phones. It's like you're putting them to sleep instead of lighting them up. And it doesn't feel good, does it? Because deep down, you know you got something powerful to share. Now imagine flipping that script. Imagine having the kind of storytelling skills that make people lean in, hang on every word, and remember you long after you finish talking. They're hooked on your every word. Their eyes are wide with anticipation. And when you're done, they come up to you buzzing with excitement, wanting to hear more. That's the power of mastering the art of storytelling. And the best part is, it's a skill you can learn. Just like any muscle, you can train your storytelling ability to captivate, inspire, and move your audience. In this video, I'm going to break down 5 powerful techniques that will transform you into a master storyteller. Starting today, we're talking about practical, actionable steps you can use immediately to make your stories pop, grab attention, and leave a lasting impact. So buckle up, get ready to unleash your inner storyteller, and let's dive in. All right, let's talk about the first key to captivating your audience, diving deep into the moment. Most people, when they tell a story, they skim the surface. They give you the basic outline, the who, what, and where. But they forget the most important part, the how it felt. They tell you about the time they climbed a mountain, but they don't tell you about the burn in their legs, the taste of sweat on their lips, or the overwhelming sense of awe when they finally reach the summit. And that's where the magic happens. See, people connect with emotions. They connect with vulnerability. They don't just want to hear your story. They want to feel it. They want to be transported to that moment with you, to experience it through your senses. So, how do we do that? Next time you tell a story, pick one moment, just one, and zoom in. Describe it in vivid detail as if you're reliving it right now. What did you see? What did you hear? What did you smell? What did you taste? What did you feel? Don't just say the coffee was good. Tell them about the rich aroma that filled your senses, the way the steam danced in the morning light, the bitter, earthy taste that lingered on your tongue. Make them feel like they're right there with you, sipping that coffee, experiencing that moment in all its glory. Remember, the more specific you are, the more real it becomes. Don't be afraid to get granular, to get sensory, to get emotional. Let your audience feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, the exhilaration of victory, the sting of defeat. Let's talk about setting the stage for your story. You wouldn't start a movie without establishing the setting, right? Give your audience a sense of place. Ground them in a specific time and place. Start with a clear, concise location. It doesn't have to be fancy. Simple statements can be effective. These transport your audience to that location. Focus on relevant detail. Create a sense of place that feels real. By setting the scene, you're creating an experience. All right, we talked about diving deep into the moment and setting the scene. Now let's talk about injecting some action into your story. Because let's face it, nobody wants to hear about you sitting around doing nothing. They want to see you in motion. They want to see you making things happen. Think about your favorite movies, books, and TV shows. What do they all have in common? Action. There's always something happening, always something driving the story forward. And that's what you want to do with your stories as well. Now, when I say action, I don't necessarily mean car chases and explosions. I'm talking about any kind of movement, any kind of activity that brings your story to life. It could be something as simple as I opened my laptop and started writing, or I took a deep breath and walked into the room. These actions, while seemingly insignificant, serve to move the story forward. They create a sense of momentum, a sense of purpose. They show your audience that you're not just talking, you're doing. And that's what keeps them engaged. Now, here's the key. When you're describing your actions, be specific. Don't just say, I worked on the project. Tell them what you did. Did you brainstorm ideas? Did you conduct research? Did you write code? The more specific you are, the more real and relatable your story becomes. For example, instead of saying, I was nervous about the presentation, you could say, my palms were sweating, my heart was racing, and I could feel my voice trembling as I stepped up to the podium. Let's dive into a powerful technique that adds a new dimension to your storytelling. Sharing your thoughts. Most people stick to external events, missing the opportunity to share their thoughts and feelings. Your thoughts make your story unique and relatable. Everyone has felt nervous, excited, or scared. Sharing those raw thoughts creates an instant connection. Vulnerability is strength. It makes you human. Next time, pick one moment and share the raw thought you had. All right, let's talk about the final key to captivating your audience with your stories, showing your emotion. Now you might be thinking, Shawn, I already tell people how I feel in my stories. But there's a difference between telling people how you feel and actually showing them. Think about it like this. If you tell someone, I was happy, it doesn't have the same impact as describing the way your face lit up, how you couldn't stop smiling, or how you felt like you could fly. See, emotions are powerful, but they're also abstract. To make them truly resonate with your audience, you need to make them tangible. You need to paint a picture with your words, a picture that allows your audience to not just hear your emotions, but to feel them. So, how do you do that? Instead of simply naming your emotions, describe how they manifested in your body. What did you physically feel? How did your body react? Did your stomach clench? Did your heart race? Did you break out in a cold sweat? For example, instead of saying, I was nervous, you might say, my palms were sweating so much, I thought I might need a towel. My heart was pounding in my chest like a drum solo, and I could feel my voice shaking as I tried to speak. See the difference? The second example puts your audience right there in your shoes. They can feel your nervousness, your anxiety, because you're not just telling them about it, you're showing them. And here's the thing, the more specific you are, the more relatable you become. We've all experienced those physical sensations of nervousness, excitement, fear. By tapping into those universal experiences, you create an instant connection with your audience. Remember, storytelling is about bridging the gap between you and your listener. All right, that's the game plan. These 5 techniques will turn you into a master storyteller. People will remember you, connect with you, and trust you, all because you know how to tell a story that sticks. Remember, storytelling isn't about being perfect or polished. It's about being, real, being vulnerable, and connecting with your audience on a human level. So go out there, share your stories, and watch as you captivate, inspire, and move the world around you. But hey, if you want to take your digital marketing game to the next level, I've got something for you. Because storytelling is just one piece of the puzzle. To really crush it in the digital world, you need to harness the power of AI. That's why I created a free ebook, The Ultimate Guide to AI in Digital Marketing, packed with cutting-edge strategies to boost your business and reach more people than ever before. Download your copy right now at The Ultimate Guide to AI in digitalmarketing.com. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more tips on storytelling, marketing, and personal growth. Drop a comment below with your favorite storytelling technique, and let's keep the conversation going.